Hello brethren, this is Brother of Nodiatis. This is the first of two videos about companions. And first things first, back in 2020, I made a written guide on companions. And to access that guide, go ahead and click on Archives at the bottom of your applet, then click on Player Guides and Help, and scroll down to A Guide for Companions. And there it is. With the help of other players, we made an early locations lists of the known companions. And the companion board has room for 30 slots, but so far in February 2022, by this time, we've only found 27. We think there is a 28th because players have mined the graphics of the game and found what looks like a dinosaur sprite, maybe a pterodactyl. Where it is, I don't know, and I cannot currently solo past Blood Lake, where the one-eyed troll is found. If and when I can push further than that zone, I will keep looking for more companions. The way to acquire companions is with meat and flowers, a bunch of raw meat and a bouquet of roses or bouquet of orchids. You'll find the meat and roses in Finalia, that is also known as T3, or the third town. Where is Finalia? It's southwest of Strawnhead, and we all have a collective memory of Finalia because that's where we all forgot to purchase our dungeon torch. We all experienced that embarrassment, so that's nothing to feel bad about. They are expensive, these items, the meat and the roses. Now, companions are not pets. They are distinct from pets, but they are permanent upgrades to your character. Now, companions have a small chance to appear after mob combat. That's the only time they can appear. So, this is one of my alts, and I've grouped with Brother, my main, to assist. He's on the other screen, just to plow through the enemies. And companions can appear even if the mob is gray to you. So there is no level restriction there. You can even get companions while in travel mode or while out of rested time. And companions are zone specific. And there's a flying companion that is in Dead Man's Valley that I want for this account, so that is where I will set things up. I had some corrupted audio issues, so this is a hard cut to my other alt in the same setup. Alright, so these are the steps to set up for a companion. Enter mob combat. Destroy the mob. Then place your raw meat into storage, and if it's in your inventory, just put it into storage. And you set it up as you would a trap from the trapping resource. And you'll see a message that says you have plarped the meat. It goes plarp on the ground. And once it is plarped, you are basically done with the meat. Leave it in storage. Do not move it. No need to check it. And as long as you don't play with your meat, it will attract companions. The bait has been set and it will never get consumed. Just leave it alone. Now, an important detail is that you don't want to be muted. You want to have some sound in your game. Namely, you want to toggle your sounds to make sure that you can hear the arena gong. So just cycle through the toggles, and you want to make sure that you can at least, at a minimum, hear the arena gong. That is the sound that the game uses to coincide with a companion sighting. And upon clicking exit from mob combat, that is the moment when a companion will show up, and it happens immediately. And additionally, you will get a visual clue when you see the companion travel on your screen from right to left. So I'm going to go through a few more fights until, could be one fight, could be 100 fights from now, but eventually you will get a companion. And I'm using Brother just to clear through these mobs. Do I get a companion? Exit? No. Exit companion. No. Exit. Companion. Yes. Yes. Finally. All right. So you heard the arena gong. You saw it travel from right to left. And now what you do is you don't progress from this screen. Okay. You go to your inventory. Click on your bouquet of roses, or if it's dancing, then you do your bouquet of orchids, and you click on Use Item. It presents a gift, and as soon as you finish it, you acquire the companion. You have acquired a companion. Okay. I'm going to pause for some explanation here. I've given my alts another pair of bouquets, the bouquet of roses and bouquet of orchids. Again, bouquet of roses is found in Fenelia in the shop. A bouquet of orchids is in Krella. And I need to explain the difference between these items. Okay. So the bouquet of roses is for strolling or normal companions, and bouquet of orchids are for the dancing version or dancing variant of the companion. Now I've set up Brother to give a visual idea of the difference here. So I'm going to inspect him, and I've got 3 companion pairs set up, where the first is the strolling and the one below it is the dancing version of the same. Let's see that again. So this is the normal one, strolling, and then the dancing version. And one more time. And I think it's easy to discern the difference between the normal and the dancing. Okay. Now, again, for the dance, if it's dancing, it requires the $10 million or 10 million gold bouquet of orchids, and you can always just pass on acquiring the dancing ones because it is quite expensive. Don't worry if you use a bouquet of orchids when you needed to use the bouquet of roses, or vice versa. You won't get penalized or miss your chance. The game will tell you to use a different bouquet offering, and as long as you don't start another fight, okay, or you don't leave the square, then the companion will still be there. Again, you're not actively progressing from this game state. Just go back into so you use the wrong bouquet, oops, just go back into your inventory and use the other one. Simple as that. And again, you don't lose the bouquet that you offered incorrectly. Okay, that's very merciful. But once you do acquire the companion, then the correctly used bouquet gets consumed, and you'll need to buy more bouquets if you want more companions. A side note, let's say you clicked exit and the gong happens and you see the companion on the screen. But in the interim, while you are going to your inventory and you're using the items, all of a sudden you forget that you were queued for arena, and while you are actively presenting the gift, you get pulled into arena. Okay, and oh no, did you lose your opportunity to get the companion? No, you didn't. Be at peace. Okay. When the arena match ends, the companion will still be there. Or if there was a server reload for an update and everybody times out, and you're in this interim time of going to your bouquet and using it, and then you get timed out because of a server reload, be at peace. Still, when you get auto-logged back on, then the companion will still be there. And you can even resource and finish resourcing. I'm not going to finish that one. And then the companion will still be there. But again, as soon as you initiate another fight or move on to another square, then you forfeit the opportunity to acquire that companion that just strolled across the screen. Remember, as long as you haven't moved your raw meat, okay, from its place, you haven't interrupted it being plarped, okay, then your meat is still doing its thing. Okay, keep fighting, and eventually another companion, or even the same companion, will show up. Here is an important detail that Glitchless revealed, namely that after each daily reset, so the daily reset happens at 0600 server time, okay, after each daily reset, you have a higher percent chance of a companion showing up in the first 10 fights on a square where you plarped meat. I'll say that again. Every daily reset, if you have a square where there is meat plarped, the first 10 fights have a higher percentage chance of triggering a companion sighting. Okay. After that, it just goes back to the small chance that it will. And once you remember, you don't have to re-plarp your meat. Once you've plarped it, it's plarped for eternity. Okay. Each companion that you acquire will. This is my first one here on this account. Each companion that you acquire will require another bouquet. And that's what makes this companion so darn expensive. If it's the first time you are acquiring a companion and you use the correct bouquet on it, you are guaranteed success in acquiring it. Now, what happens when you already have the companion that shows up on your screen, you decide to use another bouquet on it? So, for example, let's say I get another, I'm fighting, I click exit on the same square, and this same strolling companion, not the dancing variant, I don't have it here, let's say this one strolls over again. I have an opportunity to make that companion shiny or foily or flickering, and that means it is now considered a legendary companion. Let me bring in Brother here, and so you'll notice that as I've acquired most of the companion board, some of them are shiny. That means they are the legendary or the LG versions of the companion. What does a legendary companion do? It gives an additional +1 level to whatever base skill you assign to that companion, and I'll talk more about that in the next video on companions. Now, a warning: whether you are successful or not in LG upping your companion, you will lose the bouquet that you use. It will get spent, even if you fail to LG up your the companion in the attempt. So when going for a legendary companion, it's 2.5 million or 10 million gold gamble every time. So again, companions are very expensive. Also revealed by Glitchless is that when you fail in the attempt to LG up a companion, your next try at doing so has a slightly higher chance of success, but sadly there is no guarantee that it will LG up after so many attempts. Okay. Moreover, when you acquire a companion for the first time, there is a chance for it to be a legendary one from the get-go, so you don't have to use additional bouquets trying to LG up it. Sometimes it just comes to you at the first instance as a legendary companion. And if you are patient, you can acquire all the companions with just one bunch of raw meat. It's the multiple bouquets that really hurt the gold, your gold reserves. All right, companions are end game content. All right, and very expensive. Yet they do add some nifty skills. And let's see here. And here's just an idea of what they are. The Mounted, Golden Scarab, Modest Dividends, Sword Sheath, Dustmonger, okay, and more. Again, I'll go over that in the next video, all the skills associated with them and how to use these companions. Okay, brethren, not on.